Hello, I am Dr. Alamayo. On this channel, we make biology easy, interesting, and useful for your studies. If you find this lesson helpful, please subscribe, like, and share to help more students learn. Let us get started. Biology National Exam Focus Model Questions with Detailed Explanations. Part 1. Choose the best answer from the given alternatives. Number 1. Which structural feature of chloroplast most directly increases the efficiency of the light-dependent reactions? A. Double membrane. B. Stroma. C. Highly stacked grana. D. Circular DNA. The answer is C. Highly packed grana, because grana provide a large surface area for photosystem and electron transport chains, this maximizing light absorption and ATP or NADPH production. Number 2. What would happen if ATP synthesis in thylakoid membrane become non-functional? A. NADPH production would stop. B. Hydrogen ion gradient would become extremely high. C. Calvin cycle would accelerate. D. Water splitting would decrease. The answer is B. Hydrogen ion gradient becomes extremely high, because without ATP synthesis, protons cannot diffuse back to stroma. This results in gradient builds up. Question number 3. If the stroma pH increases during daylight, what does this indicate? A. High carbon dioxide concentration. B. Active proton pumping into thylakoid lumen. C. ATP synthesis is blocked. D. Calvin cycle is shutting down. The answer is B. Active proton pumping into thylakoid lumen. This is because as hydrogen ions are pumped into lumen, the stroma becomes less acidic, which results in pH increases. Number 4. What would happen if inner chloroplast membrane become permeable to protons? A. Light reactions stop. B. Proton gradient collapses, reducing ATP formation. C. NADPH increases. D. More oxygen is released. The answer is B. Proton gradient collapses, this reducing ATP formation, because proton leakage destroys chemosmosis, which results into no ATP, that results into a Calvin cycle's loss. Question number 5. If thylakoid lumen volume decreases, what is the likely effect? A. More efficient proton concentration build up. B. Stop photolysis. C. Increase carbon dioxide in stroma. D. More chlorophyll synthesis. The answer is A. More efficient proton concentration build up, because a smaller lumen results in fewer protons needed to create steep gradients. Question number 6. Why is the arrangement of photosystem 1 and photosystem 2 in different locations within the thylakoid membrane functionally important? A. Prevents competition for photons. B. Ensures directional electron flow and efficient energy transfer. C. Allows chloroplast to change shape. D. Protects pigment from UV. The answer is B. Ensures directional electron flow and efficient energy transfer. This is because spatial separation creates vectorial electron transport to NAD P positive. Question number 7. Which part of the chloroplast shows the greatest protein concentration? A. Outer membrane. B. Inner membrane. C. Thylakoid membrane. D. Stroma. The answer is C. Thylakoid membrane, because it houses ATP synthesis, electron carriers, photosystems, which is packed with protein. Question number 8. Which feature of thylakoid membrane is most essential for establishing the proton gradient? A. Embedded chlorophyll molecules. B. Impermeability to hydrogen ions. C. Presence of stroma enzymes. D. Presence of starch grains. The answer is B. Impermeability to hydrogen ions, because the membrane must prevent proton leakage so a steep gradient can form for ATP synthesis. Question number 9. Why are photosystems located in the thylakoid membrane rather than the stroma? A. Stroma lacks water. B. Thylakoid membrane contains electron carriers aligned for flow. C. DNA is only found in the thylakoid. D. The membrane reflects light effectively. The answer is B. Electron carriers require membrane alignment, because electron transport chain components must be fixed in a membrane to allow directional electron flow. Question number 10. Which change would most directly reduce light absorption by chlorophyll? A. Decreased stroma volume. B. Loss of thylakoid stacking. C. Fewer pigment building proteins. D. Higher pH in lumen. The answer is C. Fewer pigment building proteins, because chlorophyll requires protein complexes or antenna complexes to stabilize and orient pigments. Question number 11. If ATP synthesis is present but inactive, what immediate effect will occur inside the thylakoid lumen? A. Proton concentration decreases. B. Proton concentration increases. C. Water splitting stops. D. Photosystem 1 stops absorbing photons. The answer is B. Proton concentration increases because hydrogen ion enter lumen through photolysis and cytochrome B6F complex but cannot exit through ATP synthesis. Question number 12. A chemical that selectively destroys the thylakoid membrane would immediately stop which processes? A. Carbon dioxide fixation. B. NADPH formation. C. Glucose export. D. Starch formation. The answer is B. NADPH formation because thylakoid membrane holds electron transport chain and photosystems. Without it, no electron flow. This results into no NADPH productions. Question number 13. A plant receives light but no water. Which process in the thylakoid will stop first? A. Photosystem 1 excitation. B. Proton flow through ATP synthesis. C. Photolysis at photosystem 2. D. NAD-P positive reduction at photosystem 1. The answer is C. Photolysis at photosystem 2 because water is required only for photosystem 2 to generate electrons. Without it, electron flow collapses. Question number 14. Which structural adaptation increases the surface area for chlorophyll placement in chloroplasts? A. Double membrane. B. Grana stacking. C. Presence of stroma lamella. D. Dense stroma fluid. The answer is Grana stacking because stacked thylakoids creates large membrane surface for photosystems and pigments. Question number 15. Which characteristics of thylakoid membrane is essential for creating the proton motive force? A. High chlorophyll density. B. Low permeability to hydrogen ion. C. Presence of circular DNA. D. Lipid droplets in lumen. The answer is B. Low permeability to hydrogen ion because a proton gradient can only form if hydrogen ion cannot diffuse out freely. Question number 16. Which component of the thylakoid membrane is primarily responsible for pumping protons into the lumen? A. Photosystem 1. B. Photosystem 2. C. ATP synthesis. D. cytochrome B6F complex? The answer is D. Cytochrome B6F complex. Because cytochrome B6F complex actively pumps hydrogen ion during electron transport. Question number 17. Removing manganese ion from photosystem 2 prevents A. ATP formation, B. NADPH reduction, C. Electron donation from water, D. Photosystem 1 excitation. The answer is C. Electron donation from water, because manganese is essential for the oxygen evolving complex. Question number 18. A researcher isolates chloroplasts and exposes them to the lights, but places them in a solution lacking ADP. What is the most likely to occur? A. ATP will still be produced. B. NADPH production stops. C. Proton gradient will become extremely steep. D. Water splitting halts immediately. The answer is C. Proton gradient becomes steep, because without ADP, ATP synthase cannot operate. This results into hydrogen ion accumulates. Then question number 19. In an experiment, chlorophyll is extracted with acetone. The solution turns bright green. What does this indicate? A. Chlorophyll is unstable. B. Membrane protein are also extracted. C. Chlorophyll absorbs red or blue and reflects green. D. Chlorophyll is hydrophobic. The answer is C. Chlorophyll absorbs red or blue and reflects green. This is because chlorophyll absorbs red and blue. Green is reflected or transmitted. This result is the solution looks green. Question number 20. Students shine red, blue, and green light on leaves separately and measure starch formation. Which result best matches chlorophyll function? A. Highest starch under green lights. B. No difference among colors. C. Blue and red produce more starch than green. D. Green produces the most oxygen. The answer is C. Blue and red produces more starch, because chlorophyll absorbs blue or red best. This results into the production of more ATP or NADPH, which results into more starch. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this lesson, hit the like button, subscribe and share with your friends. More clear and simple biology lessons are coming your way. Stay curious and see you in the next video.